All right. So sorry for the delay. I really thought I had this for 8:30, but I guess I had it for 8. So full disclosure, um, actually I recorded this video probably about 3 hours ago, and when I went to go put it together for in my editing software, I had no sound because the mic was muted. So this will be the second go round. So it's actually strike two. I don't have any more strikes. So let's get it started. This is mock draft Monday. And what I'm going to do is not every Monday, but every other Monday into the draft, I'm going to do a mock draft on the Draft Network and, present it to you on Monday afternoon. So this is, since I already had you waiting so long, this is this week's mock draft. And I'm not going to show you the whole thing yet. I'm going to talk through it a little bit and kind of explain why I did what I did. At the end, I'll show you the full mock draft. All right. So starting off, we got pick 14, and I didn't. What up, lunch break? Hot take. I didn't do any trades this one. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 picks. I think that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 10 picks. We got 10 picks. 14, 45, 76, 99, 108, 117, 126, 138, 140, 194. So without, wasting any more of your time, first pick, I took Trent McDuffie, cornerback from Washington. And reason being because all three tackles that I wanted were gone. Sauce was gone. Stingley was gone. Penning was there. But Penning at 14 is not, in my mind, is not the right pick. So I took McDuffie with the idea that we got 9 more picks to try to get some guys to fill spots. I think McDuffie's a good player. I think he's the third best corner out there, even though I have not done a video on him yet. I think he's the third best corner out there behind Stingley and Gardner. And second round, I went Jamari Slayer. He played tackle at Georgia, but he played all other spots except center at Georgia also. So I really like his versatility. I like the fact that he, is nasty, extremely agile. And even though he's projected to be an interior O-lineman in the NFL, I like the fact that he played tackle. So in the crunch, he can go out there and play maybe some right tackle in a backer role. And then we could put somebody else in that guard. But if picked right here by the Ravens, he could be in the fight for that left guard position from day one. Because, Ben Cleveland was hurt. Tyree got hurt. Powers, he could be in that position to start at that right tackle. I mean, not right tackle, that left guard. I said left. I said right guard. I mean left guard spot. The right guard spot is by Zeitler. But that's the second pick, Jamari Slayer from Georgia. Third pick, 76. I wanted to get some help inside on the defensive line. So I went with Fahadrian Mathis, the defensive lineman from Alabama. I think he's big enough and strong enough to get push on pass plays to help the edge guys out. So when the quarterback step up, he can push the middle of the pocket to help them guys out. And also he's strong enough, agile enough to. I think he's better at stopping the run than he is in pass pro. So that'd be a good opportunity to get younger to match up the young guys. When you can look at Matabike, you're looking at maybe Mathis, and then you'll have a good rotation to go in with Campbell if we re-sign him, Wolf if he comes back, and whoever else we decide to keep in that interior D-line. Oh, okay. Appreciate it. So that's pick 76. So keep in mind, didn't forget we need tackle help. And I also thought about this from a EDC standpoint. His people and the love for Penn State they got. So with the 99 pick, I took the tackle from Penn State, Rasheed Walker. Not the strongest prospect out there, but he has a lot of nasty about him. And the game against Michigan, dealing with Ojabo and Hutchinson, he didn't play bad. Didn't play bad at all. So, I like what I see out of Rasheed Walker, even though I want to dig deeper into his tape. So you'll definitely get a tape on Rasheed Walker before the draft coming out. All right, going to 108. Pick 108. Again, we need help all over the field on both sides. I went with Majai Sanders, and I hope I pronounced that right. The defensive end from Cincinnati. He, Sauce Gardner, and Kobe Bryant. I think their ascension to top quarterback is a direct correlation to the pressure that Sanders was getting from Cincinnati. They did a great job of putting that roster together at Cincinnati. I don't remember who the coach is, but they got receivers, they got DBs, they got edge guys, they got offensive linemen. They got a bunch of guys on that team that really showed out this year, and it showed because they got to the CFP. And Sanders' production up front, I think, is a direct correlation to helping Sauce and Kobe Bryant be the guys that they were this year, because he was getting pressure. The ball had to come out. Sanders and Kobe Bryant knew it was coming out, and so they didn't have to defend long. Not saying Sanders, made those two guys, but the front end and the back end work together, as Warren Sapp used to say in Cincinnati. All right, moving on to pick 117. And keep in mind, I'm going to tell you something right here. If we don't trade any picks, we have the 99 pick. Then 9 picks later, we got the 108 pick. Then 9 picks later, we got the 117 pick. Then 9 picks later, we got the 126 pick. That's where the draft is going to be won and lost at right there. But right now, we're on the 117. And so, my thinking here was, when we were at our best, we had 2019, when Lamar had 3 tight ends and they was doing their thing, and because I don't think the offense is going to change because we kept the coordinator. So we really going to run something similar, maybe some wrinkles in there or whatnot. But I decided to pick this guy to try to give us what we lost in Hayden Hurst. And I'm going to destroy his name, but you guys know him. He at the University of Maryland. If I'm not mistaken, he was the fastest tight end there. His name is, I'm finna screw this up, Chigozum Ukonwu. And I know I messed it up. I think they call him Cheeky or Chick or something like that. So, tight end from Maryland showed out at the combine. I think he can give us the explosion that Hayden Hurst had when he was here, and bring that offense. If we decide not to change the offense that much, you can bring that guy in, and you can have a guy that can really open the field up from the tight end spot, because you like to run tight end stuff. You think we use all the picks? I don't know, Rob. But for this instance, we're gonna use them all. I don't know. We may use them to go up, may get some more and go down. I really don't know. But for this case right here, I'm just using them all as they came. The next one, I'm gonna sign in and actually be able to trade and stuff like that. All right, 4 picks later. Now we know we have an issue at running back. We got our 2 horses coming off injuries, so I decided to go running back here. And so I'm looking at the body of J.K. Dobbins. I'm looking at the body of Gus Edwards. So in my mind, I need to get somebody that fits in the middle of that. The guy I decided to go with is Dameon Pierce, University of Florida. Now, quick little story that has nothing to do with this. Dameon Pierce is from Bainbridge, Georgia, which is about probably 35 minutes or so from here, if that long. And my first year here, we played him in a home game. Beat him, we beat him up, and he had about 100, 120 yards. So the next year, which would be his senior year, we went to their place, played him. Kind of used the same type defense on him. Had him he had about 30 yards in the first half. So I think we were winning at the halftime too. So he finished with 270. 30 in the first half. He finished with 270. Coming out of halftime, he had 2 plays of like 70 and maybe 75 yards. Probably the same play call, and he did the same thing to the same kid twice. Maybe some kind of off tackle play to the left, and he broke into the secondary. The only person left there to tackle him was the corner, and he took our corner's head and dribbled it off the ground twice. So needless to say, we didn't win that game, and he finished with probably like 270 rushing after having about 30 at halftime. But Dameon Pierce is the guy I picked there because he's a strong physical runner with enough speed to get away from you if need be, and enough grit to run in between tackles to run our counters and our power stuff. Now, get our quarterback what we need. Get our quarterback what he needs to be successful. And what he needs to be successful is people out of the box. So my next pick, 138, I picked Velus Jones Jr. from Tennessee. He's number 1. super fast kid. You can go look up his combine numbers. I have the actual combine numbers in my bag. Not finna dig that out right now. Probably should have had that to be ready. But he's a fast dude. He can help extend and make people play us too high. Because if people play us too high, it opens up everything. That opens up the medium passing range. That opens up the run game. And then if you play 2-man, that opens up when Lamar scrambles. The DBs have their back turned chasing him down. So the new salary cap just hit. How much are the Ravens gonna have? We're gonna have pennies on the dollar. That's why we got to hit on these picks. Now moving on to 140, which is 2 picks from 138. So we got 9, 9, 9, 9, and 2. So we got to win the draft right there if we keep all these picks. And if you watched my video earlier from about an hour and a half ago, this is where I picked this guy, Marquise Bell from FAMU. At safety, everybody knows he's a thumper. He has the reputation of being a thumper, but he went and ran a 4.41 at the combine. That's 2 ticks off of being a 4.3. And he's 6'2", and he's about 220-ish. Has ball skills, proven leader with the team he was with. And like I said in the video, the only thing you may can say bad about him is the level of play. And I too question the level of play when I look at prospects, but my eyes seeing him like live and in the flesh multiple times, the kid can play. And picking him at this late, and my eyes will be a steal. And I really think he could beat out those young guys that we already got on the team for that position, because he has enough bricks in his pocket. He can play in the box and free safety, and he can do, he can blitz. He can do a multitude of things. If you don't know about him, go check him out. All right, and down to the last pick, which is at 194, which is 54 picks after that. Helping my quarterback out again. Right here, I drafted the fastest kid, probably one of the fastest kids at the draft, Tyquan Thorne from Baylor. Lone cat, probably can be, can run past people. They ran a lot of at Baylor. They ran a lot of scat, which is the scat is the receiver kind of running like a slant stop, and then you have the back either run the flat route or curl, and they're playing on that alley defender. They ran a lot of that and threw a lot of those balls to Thornton, and he did a lot of yak. He got a lot of yak, and there was nobody. Once he got out in front, it's over with. The quarterback was throwing maybe 6-yard routes, and he got tackled a lot, maybe for like 8, 9, 10 yards. But when he was able to make that guy miss, or the ball was right on time, and he could catch and run, lights out. And then what he did at the combine really just sold it up. So I'm gonna show you, so y'all don't think I'm bull driving you, my actual document. Here it is, and you probably can't see that. Let me see if I can make that a little bigger. Don't know if I can. Anyway, I can't make it bigger, but I'm gonna read it off to you. At pick 14, hold on, there we go. You might make that bigger. Let me see. There we go. I can make it a little bigger. There we go. All right, pick 14, Trent McDuffie, Washington. Pick 45, Jamari Slayer. They help with the O-line because we got O-line issues. Pick 76 for Hadrian Mathis at Alabama, interior D lineman, because we got older guys. We got Wolf, maybe Calais coming back. Matabike is young. The other guys are pushing 30, so that'll help us get younger in the interior. Didn't forget we need a tackle, so you got Rasheed Walker from Penn State to go with Slayers. Slayers kind of versatile, can play a bunch of different positions. Majai Sanders to help with the edge. So you got an interior guy, you got an outside guy to kind of help go along with Adafe Owe. And, I don't know if Houston's going to be, I think Houston's a free agent. Pressure Daddy, I don't know if he's still coming back, which that's, y'all know who Pressure Daddy is. And who else we got on the edge to go with Owe? I don't know how Tyus is going to be coming off that surgery. So that's why, we got a younger guy to go in there with Owe. 117. I picked the tight end from Maryland, Cheeky. I don't want to destroy that man's name. The tight end from Maryland. I don't want to disrespect that man's name like that. Fast. I think he was the fastest tight end there. He can replace Hayden Hurst that we lost 2 years ago when our offense was super duper explosive. And he can be that third tight end to get in there with Nick Boyle and Andrews and wreak havoc. He can stretch the field from the tight end position, which is special. It's special. You got a lot of good tight ends out there, but Waller is the only one that really can stretch the field from that position. You got Mark Andrews, you got Kelsey, you got Kittle, but they ain't got the speed like Waller got and this kid right here. All right, going to 126, you got Damian Pierce, a running back from Florida, because our two horses are coming back off injury. Now win speed to help the quarterback out. Velus Jones Jr. from Tennessee, who's number 1. Go check him out. Check out his highlight tapes before I get to the actual breakdown. My favorite pick, Marquise Bell. I think he can answer our safety problems for 5-10 years. And, I could be wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong on this one. Whoever gets this kid going to be a player. And then finish it out with Tyquan Thornton, one of the fastest guys in the combine, and just help the quarterback. Not saying Jones and Thornton will come in and be number ones, but to be late round picks like this and can help the offense see too high. And what I mean by too high, like too high safeties, which will open up everything else. If we can get a team to too high, I don't think there's anybody in the NFL that can beat us. If we can make teams play us too high, I don't think there's anybody in the NFL that can beat us. And keep in mind, if these two guys were to make the team and were productive, and that would probably push Wallace out. But now you're looking at Hollywood, who's one of the fastest guys in the NFL, Thornton, who's lightning fast, Jones, who's lightning fast. You're looking at Bateman, who can work intermediate and probably get over top 2. And you got Andrews. The offense would be real nasty. With 8 back there, because you still gotta maybe have a spy for him, which takes him away from coverage. So it's just it creates a bunch of problems. But this is my first mock draft. Monday. Now you're not gonna get it. I'm not gonna do it every Monday because too much repetition would be, you kind of wear that out. But let me get you back to my screen. So it's gonna be every other Monday until the draft. So the next one will be on the 21st. Today's the 7th. Yeah, the next mock draft Monday will be on the 21st. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. Appreciate you guys, everybody in the chat box. Let me look at this. Where my phone at? I know I probably ignored some of y'all. Not on purpose. Charge it to my head, not to my heart. But I'll go back through the chat box, and if you got any comments or disagree or agree, put it in the comment section. I'll get back with y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Peace.